my first video of the year, people. Um, for those who don't know my channel, I'm Psychopath1. For those who have been following me for a good long time, thank you. Um, sorry I haven't made a bunch of videos lately. I've been busy, well, not really busy, but I've been trying to beat Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I just made it to the reverse castle. But besides that, um, I'm gonna talk about a game. It's not out yet, but you can see the trailer. I'll leave a link to it below. Um, as you can read from the title, I'm talking about Hatred. Now, I didn't hear about Hatred until about 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago. I heard about it back in October, and I was excited. I mean, taking that the name's called Hatred, it's an original title. No game that I'm aware of has ever used the name Hatred, even in as a subtitle in the game. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Watch the trailer. Only a minute and however many seconds. Not that long. I think it's a minute and 40 seconds. I've watched the trailer 3 times within the past 2 months, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Now, I'm gonna talk serious here for a minute. Um, there's videos going around saying the trailer went too far, the game went too far. No game has been like this before. People are comparing it to Postal 2 for the people who have uh, seen games like this. Please don't be comparing this to Postal 2. Compare it to Postal 1, if anything. Because Postal 1 was one of the first, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first mass murder games. Now, what I mean by the first is, let's see now, other mass murder games. Um, it's not really a mass murder game, but there's a game called, and I played it. It's an alright game, but it's really sick and twisted. It's called Preschool Rock Paper Scissors, also known as Preschool Russian Roulette. Um, you pretty much play as a little preschooler. You're playing rock paper scissors, and if you win, you don't have to take the shot, but the other person does, and they take the gun up to the mouth, pretty much playing Russian roulette. And the point of the game is to get all of the people on your side to win. You get 3 tries, and you have to win 2 out of 3. So, anyways, there's that. That I think is worse than this game coming out. Hatred. Unreal wants nothing to do with it. Um, Apparently, Epic Games' Unreal Engine was set to pretty much distribute the game, and I'm like, you know what? That would be a pretty ballsy move for Epic Games. It really would, because they haven't really done anything over the top. I'm not counting Bulletstorm, but over the top and gruesome since Unreal Tournament 2004. I played that game a lot. And damn, the stuff you can do in that game is pretty brutal for a first person shooter. Within the time it came out, though. Whew, that was 11 years ago. God damn. It's been that long. Anyways, off topic. Talking about hatred. From the trailer, what we get is a guy saying, I've had enough of this world. I'm just paraphrasing here. I've had enough of this world. I've been waiting to die. Now today's my day. Um, and he says, "I'd rather die in a ray of fire." And today is my day to kill, and today is my day to die. And then it cuts to isometric view, and you get all these gunshots. You get a guy being pretty much castrated, like a knife to the balls, and I'm just like, damn, finally, finally a game I've been waiting for. Now, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're sick. You're just a 14-year-old boy." I'm 21 years old. I grew up on the 80s slashers and stuff like that. Yeah, my taste in movies has changed a little bit, but it's always remained the same. A slasher film with over-the-top kills, but at the same time having likable characters. Um, Ghost of Goodnight Lane, terrific movie. Not really a slasher film. Well, it could be called a slasher film because people are getting picked off one by one, but it's in my eyes, it's a slasher film. It had likable characters. Um, but anyways, I think of this as just a dumb fun game. Hatred, I'm not gonna buy it on release day, but I do plan on ordering it eventually. It comes out in the second quarter of this year, so I'm excited. If I can round up the cash and whatnot, I'm gonna save up. And if it's cheap on Amazon within a couple months after release date, I'll get it. But for people out there taking this game seriously, stop it. It's a game. If we can get away with 50 Shades of Grey or 30 Shades of Grey, whatever the fuck that book is called, we can get away with a game where you play as pretty much a mass slaughterer. That's it. Postal 1 did that back in 1997. And yet, you heard the outcry, but it wasn't as big as what's happening now over the internet. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Huh. It's. People want this banned, and they don't even want it to see the light of day. I'm like, this is what ruins freedom of speech, folks. Tara Babcock, I think her name is, from the Tara Show on Zoomin' TV. She gave her 2 cents on it. I don't really watch the show all that much, but hey, her views are pretty okay by me. She's saying it's just a game. Don't take it too seriously. And if you don't like it, don't play it. Which is exactly what me and my friends are always saying. Rich, I think is his name, Rich from Review Tech USA, he put in his 2 cents. He even said what we're all saying. All of the knowledgeable people and people who have more than one brain cell in their entire head meat are saying, don't take it seriously. It's just a game. It doesn't go too far. But where do we draw the line about what's going too far? Remember back in the days of Atari? I wasn't around in that time. So, let's see now. There was the Atari porn games, Custard's Revenge, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You actually got to play as Leatherface. I actually played an emulator over at a friend's house of the game. Pretty damn fun. Don't try buying it though, because for one, it's not worth the price they're putting up for it online, and two, it's outrageous for the price. Halloween, you played the role of the babysitter. Instead of having a name for the babysitter, it's just called the babysitter. And you have to take kids from one room to the next. Well, everybody's saying, oh, well, Halloween had a reason for there to be killing. It's Michael Myers. He's a slasher icon. But you don't talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre anymore, do you? You don't. You don't. Why? Because you played as Leatherface and you didn't choose to kill people. It was actually the point of the game to kill people. Because you're Leatherface. Ooh, that totally changes things, doesn't it? Uh, you're the plot of it. Oh, just kill people. And don't give me this excuse about Grand Theft Auto, yada yada yada. I've heard it all before. Oh, but you don't have to kill people in that game. I know that. I played all of the Grand Theft Autos. I even did an entire retrospective over every game except for the fifth one. I know about Grand Theft Auto. It's one of my all-time favorite series. But do you really think somebody is going to sit down, play Grand Theft Auto, and be like, you know what? I'm just playing it just to drive around in cars. Now, there are people like that, just going around driving in cars. But, really, how many people out there can vouch and stand up and say, I have not killed one person in that game by my own choice? Really. Probably count on one hand how many people have done that. More people have killed in Grand Theft Auto more times than I can count. All of my friends do it. They play the game just for the body count. And hell, I'm one of them. That's what I have fun with in Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, the missions are fun. The storyline can be fun too. Like Nico Bellic's story in Grand Theft Auto 4. Fantastic. Got a little bit too, trying to find the right word here. A little bit too political. No, that wouldn't be the right word. I'm getting a little bit too out of my comfort zone. Because Vice City, that one was really humorous. And I want this video to be under 20 minutes. Over 15 minutes, but under 20 minutes. It's my first video of the year, and I want to give you guys a little something to help you guys out. For the people who like Postal, especially the first one, I think you guys are going to love this game. But, and it's a big one here, a big but. Haha, very funny. But, if you don't like mass slaughter games, again, there's not very many of them. If you don't like pointless violence for the sake of violence, you're not going to like this game. But if you have an open mind and you're willing to try anything, try everything at least once. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Opinions are like assholes. We all have one. Unless of course you're an extraterrestrial, then I don't know what you have. And I believe in extraterrestrials. Yeah, I'm a big nerd. I'm not afraid to admit it. I've always been a nerd and always will be a nerd, and I'm proud of it. Bringing me back to my school days. Oh well. But anyways, I've always had fun with these sort of games. Not Far Cry. Fallout. The original Fallout games. I loved those games. Even though they're not really mass slaughter games, The stuff you can do in that game is amazing. Doing all those space missions, love it. Haven't played Fallout 3 yet. That's on my to-play list. Um, Postal, introduced to it back in 2010. Yeah, it had some wonky controls, but all you really have to do is click the right button and it will let you walk, and then you point in any direction with the mouse in order to go where you want to go. That was it. And Postal Dude had no real reason to kill these people, uh, but he killed them. Uh, yeah, some people make the the call about for the people who compare hatred to Postal, saying, "Oh yeah, well in that game, he's making jokes, so it's all well and good." Really, making jokes when you're killing people makes it all the more better. What about hatred? Have you ever thought, well, he's probably going to be making jokes. Is that going to be okay? Now, I'm not knocking hatred, by the way, so hopefully you guys aren't taking it that way. But hatred, I'm psyched about it. Hopefully, you all out there who follow me are okay and excited about this game coming out too. Uh, Tell me in the comments if you're going to pre-order the game, buy the game on release day or night. If you're not going to buy it, share in the comments below. Um, Tell me what you guys think. I'll probably leave a link to the trailer down below, but if you're watching this video, you've probably already seen the trailer by now. Very, very gruesome for what's in it, for a minute and 30 something long trailer. Pretty damn cool, in my eyes. Pretty damn cool. Oh, and Hotline Miami. That's another mass slaughter game. Now people are probably gonna say, "Oh, well, those are gangsters." So, so you're still bashing people in the head with baseball bats and crowbars. So, gonna calm down, drink some soda, and play some games because it's a game. Don't get so serious about a game. It's a world where you can do anything. That's the point of a game, just to have fun. And if somebody has fun murdering people in the game, doesn't mean they're going to go out there in real life and do something about it. They're not going to go out there, slice somebody's throat, and then go home and have a bunch of fried chicken. Yes, I'm just going all wacky and everything. But I'm saying, nobody would ever do that. And if you feel like there's something wrong with a person and they end up buying the game that is rated M, that rating is there for a reason. So, please, if you have any reasons in your mind, like if there's something up with this person, and you feel like, oh, I don't think they should be playing this game, don't buy it for them. Don't give them the money to go out and get the game. Be a parent. Or if you're a guardian to somebody, be a role model. Be a guardian. Let them know the difference between reality and virtual stuff. There's a difference between reality and fantasy. Video games are fantasy, movies are fantasy, books are fantasy, graphic novels are fantasy. Reality is reality. So, without further delay, violence belongs in video games. Reality is far from fantasy. So, I bid you adieu. Goodbye. See you in the next video. This is Psychopath1 signing off. Peace.